Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Well, today we're going to make a congratulations card for a new baby. We are going to be using scrapbook.com's Welcome Baby die set and MFT's My Favorite Things, Who's Going Out of Business or already has, stamp set Oh Baby, but there's other comparable ones that I will mention in the video or link down below. So anyway, we're going to do a top folding A2 card with pattern paper that I'm going to show you from scrapbook.com's Darling pattern paper collection. It's available on their site. It's great prints for babies. It's double-sided. Look at that. There's a code right now, SNOW, for 11% off until tomorrow at midnight, I believe, the 31st of July at midnight. It's really cute. Look at all this paper. Stars, plaids, super cute. Great for baby, any gender, really. So, okay. Let's get started. I'm going to pull out that piece because I like it. It looks good with what I'm doing. So, I'm going to be using that print right there. So, here we go. I'm not used to voiceovering, so you're just going to have to bear with me. I'm telling you. This stamp set really does have all of the general baby phrases that you would need and some fun ones, but there's other sets out there. So don't sweat that you don't have it. But these dies, super cute. They cut nice. We're going to cut a few at once. I'm going to, you're going to skip over you watching me put these dies on a piece of magnet board. And in the envelopes that I use, I will link those below also. Those are from Amazon. They're really great, and they come in a few sizes. Because it took me a good 5 minutes just to get these off of this backer tape, which is crazy. So, anyway, here we go. Now we're going to cut a few with some pink, purple, mint green, and dusty rose. Oh, there's the stamp set that I was talking about. It's really cute. If you can find it, someone getting rid of it, I suggest grab it. I'm going to use the Your Laundry's About to Get Super Cute. So, but there's some really cute ones. And I'm also going to use It's a Girl, because it is a girl. We're so happy. We're thrilled. We would have been thrilled either way. All right. So, we're going to get these cut a few at a time because I'm just going to stick the extra ones in the folder with this die cut set, because you just never know when you need a quick one. It could save you a few minutes if they're already cut or you have something you can use. I'm going to use my Spellbinders Platinum Scout. It's my go-to on my desk. It's a little bit wider than my other Sizzix one, which is also very good. Using the Magic Mat, that's magnetic, which I really like. I'm using the heck out of it. I suggest everyone get the magnetic one if you can. We are cutting on the purple here. Just a purple scrap, nothing special. I don't know who makes it. Don't ask me. It has all these cute little details also in this set. There's the butterfly and the two bows. I ended up not using the bows because my card, I just thought it would have more space than it really did. But it came out adorable anyway. So I ran it forwards and backwards just to make sure we got those details in there really nice. Probably wasn't necessary, but I did it anyway. So I really love these purple plates too. I reordered purple plates. This card's going to be for my granddaughter that's coming in January. I'm so excited. Very, very excited. I think my daughter just needs a card, don't you? So pardon my ugly nails. I painted them after this video. I did the Dazzle Dry that was suggested by so many friends and Kathy Z. It's so easy. I highly suggest it. I'll link that too. Might as well, right? So I hope this sound is going well for you. I forgot to put on my microphone again. Not used to using a microphone. So got to get on that. So now we're going to cut the pink things, the light pink color. This really does cut nice. And as you can see, I'm using hardly anything, any paper. It's just whatever scraps. Use your scraps. This is what I love best about dyes, using your scraps. So you're missing all the creaking, crack, crack, crack. So I know you're not missing it. I didn't. I was like, wow, that's loud. But I just took the sound out because I was also listening to something on TV that I really wanted to listen to because I am a true crime fan. I can't help it. Sometimes I listen to sermons. Sometimes I listen to true crime. If I listen to too much true crime, then I need to listen to something biblical to even me out. Because, boy, this world's crazy, isn't it? So, in these dyes, they have little details that I decided to cut out of contrasting paper, different colors to make them stand out a little bit. There we are on my little trays. Those are from scrapbook.com. I really like them. You could easily use a paper plate or a little box from something. I used to use boxes all the time, but these plates, they stack nicely. Plates, what are they? They're trays. They stack nicely, and I keep them next to my workspace. Someday I'll show you my workspace when it's clean. But in the meantime, you just get to see this little bit. In this room, I have bunk beds from when my children still lived at home. I just can't get rid of them. They're the best bunk beds. They are solid oak and so strong. They have drawers underneath. And I'm going to have grandchildren that stay with me, I'm pretty sure. So now we're going to cut the Dusty Rose color with the accents. Oops, that moved. Oopsie. Let's go back and straighten it out. Try it again. You know, crafting happens. So I can't recall if I actually used my yellow tape, which I will also link below. Love my yellow tape. I don't think I did this time. Oh, yes, I did. Look at that. It is Spellbinders best ever craft tape. I really like it. It rarely pulls up my top layer of paper. Maybe if the paper's really thin, but rarely does. I just have switched to it. I tried the mint tape. That just seemed to always pull up my paper. So I switched to this one. I really like it. And it's reusable. You can use it, probably 5 times before you have to replace it, sometimes more. And I just keep it stuck to my desk or my glass mat that you see me working on. This is a Glassboard Studios mat. I got the big one. I really like it. It's not on the cheap side, but it is also magnetic, and you can use magnets to hold stuff. I'll have to show you sometime. I didn't do it today. But see, now I'm just testing it out going, oh gosh, that's so cute. So cute. Let's make some more. Oh, I'm cutting some paper scraps right now to fit in the machine because you do have to cut it down. I believe it's 3.5 inches wide. So those plates are. So to get in to the die cutting machine, you have to cut it down somewhat, a little time. What did I just say? Jeez. Okay, so now we're going to cut these cute little feety pajamas. So cute. They remind me of pajamas that my granddaughter wears. I liked them so much I got her another pair in a bigger size. I might do the same again because they're just so sweet for the winter. We need something a little warmer. Oh, goodness. Sorry, pardon my yawn. It's not like I didn't sleep today. I slept a lot yesterday. It was very warm up here, but I left my little air conditioning unit going. Oh, it was the best nap. I love a nap. All right, here we go. Crack, crack, crack. Cutting the butterfly. Also didn't use the butterfly, but it's really cute. And I'm just gonna put it in the envelope with this die set. You just never know. I also catalog all my dies and stamps in Color My Life. I like it a lot. It's not too expensive, $2 a month, or you could pay $20 for the whole year. At least the last time I checked, that's what it cost. And you can add tags and photos, and yeah, it's cute. And I just copy and paste from the web and catalog that way. And it has a place you can put where you stored it. I'm thinking of revamping my storage a little bit. Right now I have it by manufacturer, but I think I do want to divide it up into babies and Christmas, and because as I'm using things more, because I can find them easier, I have a lot of supplies. I've been doing this for 25 years at least, so probably longer. And I will be redoing some of my items because I like looking at them. I might take a picture and show you, maybe. But maybe not. So here we're cutting just some of the details that I discovered needed to be for this little romper in the contrasting pink. You can see how easy it is with just this small cutter. It's just very handy on the desk. And wait for a sale. Get one. Okay. Oh, there's the contrasting lace detail for the little dress. We're going to cut that next. Just a white scrap. These cute little details just really make the card. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Getting a white scrap, I guess. This is my first voiceover, people, so you're going to have to tell me what it's like. If you can hear me. I might have to do it again. I'll listen to it and see. Oh, here I'm cutting the teddy bear. I did not use the teddy bear. It's very cute, but I ended up not using it. So I thought I cut this part out. But I did cut them together. The teddy bear is very cute, but it just wouldn't fit on this card. So I'll use it for something else, I imagine. Okay, here we go. Now we're cutting. Crack, crack, crack. Here we go. I do have also an electronic die cutter because, as I've said previously, I have trouble with my shoulder and my arm and hand. That is slowly, very slowly, way too slowly for my preference. It's slowly healing, and I just do not wish frozen shoulder on anybody, or adhesive capsulitis. I just don't wish it on anybody. It's terrible. So it's made everything a little bit harder, takes a little bit longer, and I don't enjoy taking medication to treat it. So, not a fan. And it's exhausting. It really is exhausting, which is why I took a big old nap yesterday. There's my favorite tool. I'll link that again. My Silhouette America spatula. Favorite thing ever. It's just the best. Okay, looks like we're done with that. So there's my weak arm. Now we have all these pieces, and we're going to put some things together. Let's assemble our items. We're going to start with this little dress, and we're going to put this piece of lace on. I think this is where I decided if I was going to ink or not ink. Oh, no, it's not. I put on the lace, and then I went, oh, maybe I should ink that. Getting my glue out, had to unstop it a little bit. As my glue ages, it gets stuck a little bit more. But that's not a bad thing. Then it doesn't drool all over my glue press. So I bet I could add some water to that remaining glue. I'm about ready to order a brand new jug of glue. Honey Bear of glue. My Bearly Art Precision Craft glue. They have a Honey Bear, like you get honey in, 11 ounces. It's so cute. Okay, here we go. Oh, there it is. There it's stuck. Got the pin, put the pin in. Now we're going to dab some glue on there and stick it in. Alrighty. That's really cute. Look how adorable. Little bloomers. That'll be great on this card. Okay, now we're picking up the romper. We're going to put the little cuffs on it, I believe. I didn't want to cut up. I had to use my tweezers. Put the cuffs on the romper with also one of my favorite tools, the scrapbook.com tool with the wax tip and the pokey tool end. I keep the pokey tool covered just because I could hurt myself. That could so happen to me. So a little dot of glue is all it takes. Put those contrasting cuffs on. So cute. And then I realized, oh, I have to put some paper behind those buttons because they're just holes. So we're going to cut a little scrap and stick behind that. See, just a scrap of that pink. That's all it takes. Those are my Cutter Bee scissors. I've had them for years. I really like them. You can get them almost anywhere. Amazon, Michaels. Rest in peace, Joann's. So put some glue on the back side and just stick it on top. That's it. Okay. There we go. So cute. Okay, now we're going to pick up the sleeper, I believe. Oh, no. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Someone tell me. Oh, we're going to do this little romper with the collar. So cute. So cute. I would wear that. Would you? Kidding. So kidding. But it looks cool. Looks summery. Cool. It's warm here. Is it warm where you are? That's so simple. Look how simple that is. Just cardstock, nothing else. I didn't ink anything. So I tried to ink. Yeah, here. Oh, look, it skipped right over here to putting it on the card. Oh, I think I'm measuring. I'm measuring to see what I can put on there. And here's my arm in the picture with my paint patch on it. Salon Pass. Oh, how I love you. Okay, I'm going to try to ink here. And what I discovered was one was too dark and the other was very light. And you couldn't really see it. So I didn't ink any of them. I think I inked the dress actually, but you couldn't see it, so I didn't ink the others at all. This was Milled Lavender. Super pretty color, but it just didn't show up. So I didn't bother. Normally, edges are inked with a brown color, but I didn't want to do that. Excuse me, my goodness. So here you're watching me do it with this little Altenew brush. Worked great, just didn't show up. So wasn't worth messing with. But that's definitely an option if you have the right color ink. These were just not the right colors. Distress oxides, they're usually wonderful, creamy. They work great. They're my go-to, really. They blend nicely on the right paper. So, yeah. that's just going to be really cute. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. That scalloped layer is Gina K Designs. It is one of her master layouts. I think it's 6 or 8, one of those two. I will link it. And it's really a go-to also. It's A2 size, just shy. So you can get another layer under there for color on your card. Oh yeah, see here I'm inking the duck. Because I'm going to put the duck on the little outfit that looks like a swimsuit. Because I think it looks like a little kid swimsuit, little girl swimsuit. So, and as you can see, there's no room for it. So I end up putting it on the inside. I mean, why not? Inside, outside, it all needs decorating, don't you think? Yeah, there it is. You can see it there. That's going to be so cute. So anyway, that's my plan for this card. And I'm not sure what I'm doing here either. Okay, so we've put the duck on the little bathing suit. Okay, I'm gluing on the duck, which I thought I already did. Just a little tiny dab of glue in here. And on the swimsuit we go. Just hold it for a second. You do have some wiggle room with Bearly Art glue. Okay, now I'm doing the heart on the sleeper to make it look like my granddaughter's sleeper. Just a tiny dab, that's all it takes. Alrighty. Oh yes, I'm testing out if I need that backer or not, if I need another color, another layer. And I believe I do. Just kind of washes out if it doesn't have some color behind that scalloped piece. So I grabbed the green to see, and I was like, no, not that. Let's try something out of that paper pad I showed you earlier. This color. It's actually the reverse of this floral scalloped piece. It's just pretty. And that's a yes. That was my thumbs up yes. Big yes. So we're going to get out our Creative Memories photo trimmer. So handy. Little tiny guy. Great to cut mats with. It says, you know, you're going to dull the blade if you use it with paper, but I use it with paper all the time. And I've used it so much. So we're going to cut this down to A2 size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. The scallop piece is slightly smaller than that. So it'll have a little room on the top and bottom, but it will be fine. I'm going to use this tape runner that I got off of Amazon just because I was out of it. I think this was Pandemic glue. AdTech Archival Glue Runner. That's what that one is. I've used Tombow in the past. I don't like using it on photos because they kind of fall off of your scrapbook pages later. But this one seems to be working just fine. So for cards, it's fine. It will bond with your paper. So there we go, putting that on, and let's get going here with our, oh, we're going to put it on the card now too. Oh, I lied to you. That's not the same print on the back side. It's a different one. Very cute also. Yep, just a little bit of glue, tape runner. Put it on there, get it nice and straight. There we go. Push it down. Good to go. Okay. Now we're going to start putting things on the page. Oh, actually, I'm going to stamp the sentiment. So this is from that My Favorite Things stamp set. They have closed their doors, so you can't get this one anymore, but I will link you to some others that you can get it. at. I looked them up, so they'll be in the links below. This one's rather large, so this is my favorite ink for sentiments, VersaFine Clair Nocturne. It is, look how great it stamps first time. I'm using my Misty anyway, just in case, and my Chucky tool, pressure tool for stamps. You can get those anywhere too. And look, it stamped great the first time. So now we're going to trim it down because it was a little big. I want it a little thinner for our purposes. And now that I look at it, I go, why did I think that was going to fit in the middle of this card? There's no way. But I'm trimming it down anyway. This trimmer makes it so easy. So easy to grab. It's just the right size. You don't have to move anything out of the way because, it just sits on your desk because it's not very big. It's like, maybe 8 by 10, maybe not even that. So, and it has a place to store your scissors underneath your Creative Memory scissors. I don't have any of those, but it does. So I decided that because I was so big, I am going to stamp that sentiment on the inside, which is just fine. Just got to pivot. New plan. So also using my Misty with the sticky mat inside. You can get those at scrapbook.com. Best thing ever. No magnets required. Just hold your paper, and if it gets to where it's not sticky, take it downstairs, wash it with some dish soap, and let it dry naturally, and it will be sticky again. It sticks to the Misty and to your project. So we're going to use my favorite sentiment ink again and rub it with the Chucky, and there it is. It's great. Cute font. It's really great. I'll clean that later. Well, don't want to hold up progress. So now we are going to stick that little swimsuit. I couldn't decide which one. I believe I went with the top. Stick some glue on there. Still plenty of room to write to the recipient on the bottom. There we go. Just hold it in place for a second. Whoops, it moved. See, wiggle room. Okay, now we're going to put our outfits on the front of this card. Oh, I think I decided to put a sentiment on the front also. So I'm grabbing that, I believe, and getting a scrap of white paper. Yes, it's in the same sentiment. It just says it's a girl because it is a girl. I said that before, didn't I? And I'm going to do the same thing with my Misty. And that same lovely VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. You can see that's the same scrap that I used for the lace. I'm using that side because that edge is straight. I don't have to trim anything. And it should be pretty easy to line up my sentiment. And if it's not, it's okay. Because I'm going to stamp and I'm going to cut it out. And it'll look great. So here we go. Inking it up, pressing it down. First time. That is so amazing to me. Because I was really a poor stamper before this tool came out. And I did not like stamping. I wanted to like it. But before the Misty, I was bad. So now we're going to use our die cutting machine again. Going to get that Scout out and use that little label die that is from Waffle Flower. It's the A2 labels, nested rectangles. And I use those quite a bit. I have both sets. I have, there's like 2 measurements of sets. They're like 1/8 of an inch difference. And yeah, I use them all the time. They just make it look a little more professional, more finished. So I'm going to tape it down because it'll move. Inevitably, that will move. So So there it is. There's that yellow tape. Again, you're seeing my weak arm, and the cracking is gone because I cut it out. It was very noisy, I'm telling you. Okay, now we've got that done. Came out really great. So cute. Now we're ready to continue. Okay, we've got our card. I'm dusting something off. Something got on it. Okay, I have to decide where I'm going to place these. And I think I decided the romper and the pajamas needed to be opposite of each other because they're larger. There we go. Okay. I'm not going to pop them up because I plan on popping up the sentiment. So I'm just going to glue them down. And I just eyeballed it. I didn't measure anything. But like I said, I've been doing this a long time. If measuring makes you feel better, get out your ruler, measure, T-square, whatever you got to do. There's no wrong way. I used to never use a T-square, but now in my scrapbooking, I use a T-square because I think I just do better. I'm just putting some glue on this out of frame. There we go. The inside is finished, so this card is just about to wrap up. See, now I think that is too high. So I take it off because it's not quite been long enough to hurt anything. But I think it did pull up that paper a little bit. But I think oh yes, that's what I did. I repositioned that and it was fine. Pushed it down, glue was still working. And then I got my sand eraser out to just rub that little spot a little bit to get whatever was on there off. Mono Sand Eraser by Tombow. Really great stuff if you accidentally smudge ink on your card or something, which I did later, which you didn't see. I don't know how I got ink on it, but I did. And you can rub it off very gently. Erase with your sand eraser in circles. Very, very gently. Go one way and then the other and maybe in a little circle. And it'll come off and it won't hurt your paper for the most part. So there you can see my button cover right there on the back side. So sweet, little romper. Just kind of line it up. And this is the last one. What would you call this outfit? I don't know. It's like a little balloon pants. Very cute. Okay. Reverse tweezers. They're my best friend. All right. And now we're going to pop up this sentiment. I'm going to use 3 of those low profile foam pop-up things that I don't know where I got from. They're hexagon. They might have been in a kit. But again, I linked you to the scrapbook.com ones. They're great too. You can't go wrong with scrapbook.com. I shop all over though. Let's not make no mistake about it. I shop everywhere. Okay, we're going to, that was crooked. So we're going to try to even that out a little bit. There we go. Look at that. She's done. We're going to show you the inside if I can get it open. Show you the inside. Look at that. It's done. Except for, don't forget to own it. You got to own it. So if you don't have a stamp to stamp that you made this card, this work of art was yours, then just write it. I have a gray pen. I really am enjoying my gray pen. And I use gray ink because black seems so harsh to me. So here I am just rubbing it on a I have that stuck to that all the time. And we're done. Look at that. Thanks for watching. I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed and commented. It helps.